Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We are diving right into something that literally affects every single one of us every single day, and that is the neurobiology of joy and reward. We're going to break down the exact biological mechanisms behind why we love the things we love. So if you're the kind of person who really enjoys understanding the why behind human behavior, you are absolutely in the right place. We're unpacking the hard science of happiness, and we're going to do it step by step.
Let's just jump right into this by asking the ultimate wonder question. Have you ever actually stopped to wonder why you want your favorite snack again and again? Like, picture this character, let's call him Sunny, staring at a fresh bowl of strawberries with this massive thought bubble over his head. Why does Sunny crave those strawberries so intensely? Or, taking it way beyond food, why do you feel so incredibly good after receiving some physical comfort, like a really big hug? We all know these things feel amazing. But today, we're looking past the feeling to figure out exactly what is happening under the hood in the human brain.
All right, Section 1, Cravings and Affection, Physiological Desires. Now, at first glance, you might think a physical craving for a snack and a social desire for affection are, well, totally unrelated. On one hand, you have physical cravings, right? Like Sunny wanting to devour that bowl of strawberries. On the other hand, you have social affection, like actively seeking the physical comfort of a big hug. But biologically speaking, a craving for a snack and a desire for a hug are actually two sides of the exact same physiological coin. It's honestly fascinating to see these placed side by side because our biology processes them in incredibly similar ways. The absolutely crucial point here is that these desires aren't just random, fleeting feelings. Not at all. There are actually hidden physiological reasons driving your bodily desires and those physical cravings. Your body and your brain are constantly running these complex background processes to drive you toward these experiences. And since we're here to examine those underlying physiological reasons, let's pop the hood and look at the actual engine driving the whole shebang. Moving right along to Section 2, the brain's reward system, positive reinforcement. So, this brings us to a massive concept, positive reinforcement. Basically, this is the biological mechanism that encourages us to repeat behaviors that feel good and ultimately produce emotional happiness. And remember, this isn't just some abstract psychological theory. It is a very real, physical process happening right inside the human brain. Whenever you do something that feels good, your brain uses this exact mechanism to reward you, which fundamentally wires you to want to go out and do it all over again. And that specific wiring process, that is exactly what creates reward-seeking behavior. It's that undeniable drive to pursue experiences your brain has learned will trigger that positive reinforcement. Because your brain experienced a reward, it actively manufactures a drive within you to chase those experiences again. This is literally the scientific reason Sunny goes hunting for a second bowl of strawberries. Sunny's brain has learned a simple equation: strawberries equal reward, which equals happiness. And the result, reward-seeking behavior. And this right here perfectly illustrates that exact biological mechanism in motion. First up, step 1, you have the experience. You eat that favorite food or you get a really big hug. Next, in step 2, the human brain processes that event. Finally, step 3, positive reinforcement instantly triggers a craving for more. Experience, process, reinforce, repeat. It is quite literally the neurobiological loop of how we learn to love what we love. Okay, let's pull the camera back a bit for section 3. The science of joy, emotional happiness. Let's put this whole puzzle together. The joy we feel is driven by biological mechanisms. It's powered by positive reinforcement, which results in genuine emotional happiness, and ultimately, it creates reward-seeking behavior. The human brain perfectly synchronizes these physical mechanisms to construct what you and I experience every day as true emotional joy. When you step back, this entire process really serves as an introductory guide to understanding the science of joy. It is just wild to realize that we aren't just looking at cold academic biological functions here. The physiological processing of cravings and social affection, of our favorite foods and physical comfort, it all adds up to the very real, very profound human experience of joy. To wrap up today's explainer, I want you to take a second and really think about your own neurobiology. What everyday experiences actually trigger your brain's reward-seeking behavior and bring you true joy? Is it a favorite snack, maybe a specific hobby, or just spending time with a really close friend? Now that you fully understand the mechanics of positive reinforcement, how are you going to intentionally feed that reward system today? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.